What's shaking, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more hardcore, and we're going to listen to another tune from the excellent Gabbadome label from X-Fly, aka Paolo. And we're going to listen to the Gabbadome 7 release. I listened to a couple tracks from this already, or I reacted to them, I should say. But this is late in 2022, so it's only a few months old. We're going to listen to a tune by Biodome. This is not an artist I know well, but I did look him up on Discogs. Patrick Lindenhoff, I think is his name. He has releases going back to the late 90s, so definitely, been making hardcore for a long time. I really don't know his work, but ultimately, anything on this label, which again, it's sort of, the essence of this label is early hardcore Gabber sounds, hence Gabbadome, and it just really, it is exactly what you would think, and is glorious. I really just can't say enough about this label, which I only discovered about a year ago through a friend of mine who has appeared on the label multiple times, Wicked Triple X, Maurice. And yeah, I was looking for more tracks on vinyl by him, and I was sort of shifting around on Discogs, trying to find more releases by him, and I stumbled across Gabbadome, I think 4, and by that point there were 5 of them out, so I quickly bought those up, got 6 and 7 since they've come out, and yeah, just a major fan of the label. So the tune here is Sucker Motherf. It sort of trails off with an ellipsis, but yeah, we can imagine what that might say. So this is Biodome, Sucker Motherf ... And it's from Gabbadome number 7, which is from 2022, and away we go. Is this the right side? It is the right side. And that's W-R-I-T-E, just to be clear. Although it is also the R-I-G-H-T. Sort of like dissonant space cat. Again, the classic Gabber sound, the kick drum, the bass line. I really do love frenetic, staccato, sort of frantic hardcore synth lines, which this label is, I don't know what the sample's from, but it's a funny line. Agile and dissonant synth line, just navigating through everything. Figuratively, I assure you. Sucka mother effers who make all them shitty songs. Yeah, really cool tune. It's just one of those tracks that maintains the vibe. I've talked about it before. Like, some people use the term filler in like a really negative way. I actually don't see it that way. I think there are some tunes that, because of like maybe a certain breakdown, or maybe it's got a really big like prominent sample that you can't help but remember, there's certain tunes that sort of command a bit more attention and like focus. And sometimes, like, it doesn't make sense to put a bunch of those kind of tracks, like, one after one after one, because they kind of, like, flatten each other out, and then none of them really stands out in the way they're supposed to stand out. So oftentimes I'll mix a set where, like, half the tracks maybe will be tunes like that, and the other half will be very good tunes that maintain energy, they have a similar vibe, but maybe they don't, like, go out of their way to be big and flashy, or have, like, a super big build-up, or, like, a vocal that, like, you know, takes 30 seconds to play out, or so on. And those tunes for me are filler, but not in a negative way. A filler in the sense that, like, they're a tune that you can use to set up an even bigger and more like attention requiring tune. But again, they're still quality, they still have the same atmosphere. So again, for me, that's a track that, like, I mix it between two tracks that have a bit like crazier breakdown or whatever, which is, again, to say, like, that's an A quality tune, but like a filler in the sense that I use it, which I think is anomalous. I think most people, when they say filler, they do mean like, it's a track that you don't really care about. You just, you know, you need to spin for an hour, and maybe you got 45 minutes of good tracks, and you just throw in a few others just to, you know, complete the amount of time. I actually don't see it that way, but I think I am anomalous in that regard. The point is, however, I really do enjoy that tune, even if it doesn't stand out as much as maybe some other tracks on the Biodome, the Gabbadome label. So yeah, shout out to Biodome, shout out to Gabbadome, shout out to Xfly. Do let me know if you've been following the hardcore reactions. I know, like, they're always going to be some of the less followed. You know, even when I did my old channel, like, compared to the acid techno and the acid trance reactions, they were less frequently followed, but it is a style that I love very dearly, so I will keep doing it. So anyone watching, I do appreciate you. Let me know what you think of this one. I will see you next time. Peace.